All right, so tonight we are talking about our immune systems in our Back to Germ season class, all about supporting our immune system. So the purpose of this class is to share ways that you can support your immune system and your family's immune system as we head into the back to school season, the fall season, whether you have kids or not. We all need a healthy immune system. So that is all about what we're talking about. So raise your hand if you have kids going back to school.
Does college count?
Yeah, college counts. Yep. Okay, raise your hand if you're homeschooling. Kind of, yeah. Okay, and raise your hand if you don't have any kids, but you're looking for ways to support your wellness. Everybody. Awesome. Okay, so yeah, that's just kind of what we're going to talk about. And Sophie is going to get us started.
First of all, thank you guys so much for coming. I know that this fall is just going to be interesting. Nobody really knows what it's going to look like. But typically in the fall, as we're like getting back together with people, a lot of those germs mixing up and like that kind of stuff. And so one thing that I want to encourage us as we're thinking through tonight, like why it matters, what we're talking about, is there is a difference between being proactive and reactive. Okay, so proactive says, I'm going to support my immune system so that anything that gets thrown at it, it can defend against, right? Reactive is, I only really think about my immune system when it's been compromised, when I'm feeling down and out and stuff like that. Proactive is, I have the necessary tools to thrive here. You know, I have what I know works for my system and works for my body to make me the best that I can be, living above that wellness line. Reactive says, oh shoot, I'm not feeling really great and I don't really have anything in my house. I'm going to scramble, I'm going to buy, I'm going to, you know, go and grab whatever I can. Well, I feel like a stinking zombie right now, you know? So reactive is not always horrible, because we're not saying at all that you're never going to feel under the weather. But being proactive means that when you do react, you have everything already at your disposal to be able to use. It also is, like being proactive also means that you're very in tune to what works for you. So you know, when you're emotionally struggling through something, there may be a few oils that really help you through that. You know that when your brain fog is real, you have a few supplements that really help you with that. You know, maybe that, oh, I don't have a whole lot of sleep, right? I haven't been getting a whole lot of sleep, so therefore I need to get more sleep, because you're just very in tune to yourself. And so that is what being proactive looks like. So as we talk about these things, consider more of a proactive standpoint, to where you are able to kind of attack ahead of time anything that could come your way, and you're able to build up, so you're able to defend anything that could come your way. Okay, so that's kind of the mindset tonight. Lindsay's going to kick us off with the gut.
So we're talking about gut health. So your gut, it's kind of a familiar phrase possibly, your gut, but a lot of times we don't always know what in the world that means and what it all includes. So your gut is your gastrointestinal tract. Everything including your mouth, your esophagus, your small intestines, your liver, etc. So some really interesting info. 70% of your immune system is in your gut. So that is where the bulk of your immune system lives. So it's so important to have a healthy gut. And some ways that that we can do that is supporting it with probiotics. They're so important. And also prebiotics. So we have kids probiotic and adult probiotic. This is our adult probiotic. It's called Life 9. It's got it's got 17 billion active cultures and 9 different strands of bacteria. So super good for you. It's the good bacteria. It feeds the good bacteria in your gut. And it's so important. I can tell a huge difference after like one day of not taking it. So it's so important. And then we have a kids version, which is actually, I mean, we have it too. We really like that. My husband takes this one. I take this one when I travel. Super good. It's like a pixie stick, but it's a probiotic for your kids. So this one just has a little bit less probiotic in it, and it's geared towards kids. So that is our good probiotic stuff. And we're actually going to talk about this in a little bit too. But this is called Ningxia Red. This is actually our prebiotic too. It's got a lot of really, really great fruit and all kinds of good stuff that feeds the good bacteria. So that is what our prebiotic is. And we'll talk about that too. But it's made from wolfberries, which are the cousin of elderberries. Are so, so good for you. And then one more thing, Digest essential oil. It is made for your digestive everything. Whenever you have like a stomach issue, this is kind of going to be like a support for, oh no, something came up, I'm not feeling great. This is your go-to. This is what convinced my husband that oils are awesome. And it works so quickly. It's really, really awesome. So this is really great to have on hand. It does not smell fantastic, but it is literally worth its weight in gold because of how well it works and how quickly. So super big fan of that. So that is all about our gut. And I forgot to mention, if you guys have any questions, there's a chat that you can totally type in questions. We'll totally answer those. And yeah, feel free to use that. So Sophie's going to talk all about emotions and stress.
Yes. And for those of you who do have kids, young or old, my 12-year-old foster daughter is obsessed with the taste of the Mighty Pro Kids probiotics. So they taste like a pixie stick. Everyone in here is laughing because we adults really like taking them too. So because they're really delicious. So if you're worried about your child wanting to take it, I don't think you're going to have too much of a problem. Okay, so emotions and stress. So 90% of our body's serotonin, aka the happy chemical, is created in our gut. So we talked earlier about what that is. That's your mouth, your esophagus, your liver, your small intestines, things like that. And so if those are ridden with garbage, that we're not feeding it well and that we're not giving it good bacteria and that kind of stuff, then that's where things like the brain fog and the emotional just downward spiral that I think we can hit comes in. I'm just going to plug this. For whatever reason, from October, a little bit before the 31st, all the way through Easter, we really struggle emotionally. That is not because of the lack of sunlight, in my personal opinion, because I do think that we do get a decent amount of sun. That is the sugar holidays that are within that 6-month time span. Okay, we're not treating our guts well, and our brains and our hearts are really not reacting well to that. Okay, so with that, stress actually weakens our immune system. So we put stuff into our gut that our gut doesn't like. Our gut doesn't produce the serotonin that we need to be happy, and then all of a sudden we're more stressed and we're worked up, and then that hurts our immune system, which is in our gut. Okay, it is a horrible cycle. So if we can work on that, that would be great. But there are some really great emotional support oils. Okay, not animals, emotional support oils. Okay, they're really good. There's one we're going to talk about in a minute. It's a really good sleep oil, but there's one called Release, and you can rub that on your liver, and that actually can really help. I have done that with several of my foster children, and that has really helped them dealing with things like trauma and stuff like that. There's Stress Away, Peace and Calming. There's so many really great emotional support oils. If you guys have any questions about any of those, please ask away. If you are a person who really struggles with their emotions, if things maybe get heightened around the holiday season, that kind of stuff, please ask away. So really quick, we're going to ask a question. And so I want some chats. I want some unmutings for a second. What do you do to relieve stress? And I am not averse to staring people down and calling on people. So what do you do to relieve stress?
Run.
Okay, so Joyce runs. That's like a good one.
I was going to say I walk.
Okay, that's awesome, Kaylin.
I was doing yoga, but my yoga class has stopped, so I need to get back into it on a personal level. But we ballroom dance, and I'll go outside, do grounding, walk barefoot.
So I'm hearing a lot of movement.
Yeah.
Okay. Anna, were you going to say workout? Is that what you were going to say?
Yeah, work out or get outside.
Okay. Chelsea said, I work out and read I read the Bible and diffuse oils. I was trying to say it all really
Yeah.
fast.
I was going to say I start my day with reading the Bible and journaling.
I am an avid bath taker. I love the bath, and I have a bath pillow, and I have Epsom salts, and I have Stress Away or lavender bath bombs. I take like literally 3 to 4 a week. Like just so good. Anybody else? I want one more person. I'm gonna stare you guys down. You can type it. You don't even have to say it out loud. Yes, Hannah, you do need to get on my level.
I was gonna say I don't know if I count because I'm also teaching this class, but but I talk to my husband, talk to family, like just kind of talk it out, spend quality time with people.
That's such a good point. I go to counseling. I know others in here go to counseling as well, or have gone to counseling in the past, so that one's a good one as well. But yeah, just being with people, talking to the ones that you trust and that you feel safe with, that's really good. Okay, Lindsay, since you ended that one, do you want to start your sleep session?
Okay, so the importance of sleep. Sleep is so important for your immune system. And your immune system actually does a lot of work while we're sleeping. So that is so fascinating. Our body kind of recovers during sleep. That's why, we're always told when we're sick, get lots of sleep, drink lots of fluids, like all those things. Our bodies are very strong and powerful, and they can do a lot while we're resting. So another couple things we have for sleep. Honestly, actually, when I first started using oils, I didn't even realize I had major sleep issues. And then I slept with my diffusing like lavender, Stress Away, those kind of things. And then I woke up the next day and I was like, I have sleep issues. What is wrong? How did I not know this? So anyway, we've got tons and tons and tons of different oils you can use for sleep. Like there's some for kids too. We have a pre-diluted kids line of oils. So there's one called Sleepy Eyes. I mean, lavender and Stress Away, those are my go-to for sleep always. Peace and Calming is really great. Release, like what Sophie was saying earlier. And even for babies, we have we have a couple oils for babies, but one is specifically for calming babies. So it's called Seedlings Calm. And that is amazing. We also have a brand new supplement that I actually take sometimes, and it is really, really great. It's a magnesium supplement for kids. It's designed for kids, but I got it for myself. And it is called Unwind. And like I said, it's a magnesium supplement, and it is so, so great. I really like that. And it's actually really good if you like mix it with a little bit of water. That is a great way to take that, and for kiddos and for adults too. Like we said, we all love the kids stuff too. And then there's also something called Sleep Essence too. So we have so many different combinations. I mean, even the oils I mentioned, there's more. There's so many different combinations, and it's just really fun to play around with those. But also, again, how powerful they are and how much they really do help. So Sophie's going to talk about some more things we're going to do.
We've already touched on several of them, but really quick, drinking more water. You need to get moving. You can make some elderberry syrup and take that, and cut sugar. So those are the outside of a product, other than like elderberry syrup, but outside of a product that you can buy to help your immune system, help support your emotional, balancing and all that kind of stuff. Drink more water. It's just really good for you. Your skin will love you for it. Your headaches will stop being so prevalent. You'll have a lot more energy, things like that. It's just good for you. Your organs need water. Please give them water. I don't care. I am a straw drinker. I noticed years ago that if I have a straw, I drink more water throughout the day. If I have to tilt it backwards for whatever reason, that movement, because I can't keep like reading my computer screen. I can't keep like having a conversation with somebody. I have to like pause, So whatever dumb thing it is that you need, like do it. I have a Yeti. Like everybody else had held up their water bottles, but have a Yeti. I've had it for I think like 4 years now, but whatever, if you like smaller stuff, if you like bigger stuff, whatever it is, just get it and get to drink in it. We do have things like vitality drops you can add into your water that will help it if you are not a water taste liker. Okay. Get moving. I love that Kaylin talked about walking and Joyce talked about running. Like, I love those two spectrums were just mentioned because it's so good. Like, I do yoga when I'm really feeling like I need to move, but I'm just not feeling high impact that day. And it's amazing. Like, I always end up feeling better. So whatever that looks like for you, if that's a walk, if that's a run around with your kids, like Rachel Hollis talks about, sometimes her workout for the day is just intentionally running really fast and playing and throwing her kids in the air and that kind of stuff. And she's like, my heart rate gets up. I have time with my kids. Who cares? You know. So that one's a really good one. Elderberry syrup, really good for the immune system. The elderberry is the cousin to the wolfberry, and then earlier it's made up of the wolfberry. Okay, so it's got a few other things like pomegranate juice and that kind of stuff in it, but both are a really good, strong combination for your immune system. And then lastly, I already talked about it, but cut the sugar if you can. During Halloween, try not to eat the sweets or limit yourself if you can. Thanksgiving, try to have one slice of pie instead of 6, you know. Christmas, you're going to go to 17 parties, guys. Okay, we all know we're going to get invited to a million parties. Just have like 1 or 2 things if you can help it, because you're around a lot of germs. It's cold outside. We are getting less sun, even though I referenced earlier it's not like horrible, but we are getting less sun, so we're getting less vitamin D, that kind of stuff. So if you do those 4 things, I think you're really going to see a lot of your emotional just health going up, and then just you're going to know that you're supporting your immune system.
Yeah, that was really good. So some other supplements that that Young Living has, not a lot of people know that Young Living is so much more than oils. And we have supplements, and I mean, the supplements are so amazing. A lot of people say like, you come for the oils, but stay for the supplements. And that's so true. I have gotten on this crazy supplement, not crazy, but like a supplement regimen, and I feel so much better. So again, Ningxia Red, that you I'm almost out of mine. I need to order some more. So Ningxia Red is our antioxidant drink made from wolfberries. So good. It's a super fruit. It is it's really just really good for you. It helps fight free radicals. It helps cellular function. It's good for your eyes. It's just really great for energy. Like, it's literally the best. So I drink that every day, and you only drink like 2 ounces, 1 to 2 ounces. So this bottle will last you a long time. So that is amazing. And then let me get back to my sheet. Okay, so then inner defense, this is like a staple. And right now I just shared with the group a little bit ago that I'm doing a stock up for my winter wellness everything, and this is one that I always have on hand. It's called Inner Defense. It's an essential oil supplement, so it's gel capsules full of oils that are so powerful for just supporting your immune system. And I literally will pop one of these if I get like a scratchy throat in the morning, or I can feel something coming on. This is what I go to. So it's not a daily supplement for me, but it's as needed when I feel something going on. If I've got something that I like want to fight extra hard, Inner Defense is my best friend. And it's got like Thieves in it. It's got thyme in it. It's got a lot of just really good oregano. It's got a lot of really powerful oils in there. And then vitamins are really, really important for your immune system. Pretty much we all grew up knowing that vitamin C is great for your immune system. So we have vitamin C, and we just got vitamin D, which is so good. We haven't had a vitamin D only supplement. And vitamin D is so good for especially the fall and winter months. It helps when your vitamin D levels are low, you're a lot more susceptible to catching things, and it's just good to support that. And majority of Americans are deficient in that. So yeah, so good. And yeah, and like I said, I've just recently started, well, within the past like year, I've jumped more into supplements and really investing in my health, and taking the time to make sure I take my vitamins in the morning and not forget every day, or the consistency is really important too. So they don't do anything for you if you don't eat them, swallow them, whatever. So yeah, supplements are amazing. I'm totally in love with them right now.
Just a supplement wood chipper.
Yeah, seriously.
Oh,
Okay, Sophie's gonna talk all about Thieves, our beloved Thieves everything.
yes. All right. There is a reaction button that you can click, and you can do like a clap or a thumbs up. Either one, I want you guys to click it if you have anything that's Thieves product in your house right now. Thieves is a line that we have in Young Living that is phenomenal for immune support, and it's like cleaning, chemical-free cleaning and stuff like that. Awesome. Okay, so what I'm going to talk about is several things from there that are specific to our theme of germ season. Okay, these are things that I highly encourage you to get as soon as you possibly can. There are ways to get this a few items a month, so it's a little bit more affordable, whatever. But I just want you to think for a second about the hand soap that you currently have. Okay, the cleaner that you currently have, things like that. I want you to ask yourself, do you know that it's going to help support your immune system? Do you know that it's something that is perfectly safe for you to use? Okay. If you think that, whatever it was that you bought from Walmart or from crap, I can't say any of those names. But if you, are thinking about like, oh, I buy those and they're safe. There's a difference between like safe and actually help support your immune system. Okay. So that's kind of what I'm talking about. We have our Thieves essential oil. I highly recommend getting that. That is a great one to rub on your anything that is not feeling great. It is a great to diffuse it. It smells like Christmas in a bottle. It's wonderful. We have cough drops and we have a chest rub. The chest rub is new. So if you've been using Thieves and you didn't know about our chest rub yet, it's awesome. My 12-year-old came back from camp with a little bit of a cold and she rubbed that on and the coughing stopped. I'm not kidding. Within seconds, coughing stopped. It's amazing. We have hand sanitizer. Okay, we have hand soap and we have a cleaner. All of those are in our Thieves line. They are amazing. They are affordable. They are several of them are compact. The cleaner is a concentrate, so you need just one capful for an entire spray bottle filled with water. Okay, it lasts me like, I think I filled one up the other day and it was like the first time in a couple months I needed to fill it up. So it's really great. That is the ultimate proactive kit right there, basically getting those items. So if you use Thieves but you didn't have maybe a couple of things on there, I highly recommend you adding to your stock. If you do not use Thieves yet at all, I highly recommend you getting several of those items I just mentioned and doing that for the next few months, because I will warn you, in the fall, we usually go out of stock on several of those items because people are trying to be proactive as well. So wanted to plug the possible out of stock as well, because I know that some people's ER orders might not have gone through yet. It might be time for you to add a couple of things onto it. If not, definitely reach out to the person who invited you and they can give you that list and you can kind of figure out what works best for your budget, okay?
Yeah. And then, so specifically for kids, I'm just going to really quickly talk about that because we don't have a lot of people that have little kids. But like I said, Young Living has a kids line, pre-diluted of oils. And we also have some baby stuff too, oils and tons of baby products. But there's Owie, which is good for boo-boos and all that kind of stuff. Sleepy Eyes, which is sleep. Genius, which is focus. Snifflies, which is for all the sniffles, and tummy jive. So we have stuff that supports little bodies too, as well as adult bodies. So those are really, really good to have on hand. And again, like we talk about like having an arsenal, like all these oils behind me, those are my personal, this is my arsenal. I have this for when I need it. So I'm not just stocking this to sell it or whatever, but this is my arsenal and I go to it when I need something, and it's just really nice to have that stuff on hand. So Sophie's going to talk more about some oils.
Yeah, so a few more oils. I'm putting it into the chat so you guys can see it. But a few more oils that are really good for supporting your immune system. I'm going to read it really fast. We've got lemon, frankincense, raven, hanaway, peppermint, oregano, and a freebie this month is thyme, and that is really good for your immune system. Those can be used in different ways. They can be put into your water. They can be something you put into a veggie capsule and take as like a balm. They can be what you diffuse if you're dealing with seasonal sniffles and that kind of stuff. They can be something that you rub on the area of need, that kind of thing. But those are, once again, we talked about it in the beginning with proactive versus reactive. You are proactive when you have this like toolkit, basically. Something hits my home, I know how to deal with it. Or if somebody walks into my home who doesn't actually live here, but they have gunk that they're bringing in here, then I can proactively, do things to make sure that I don't catch whatever that is. So those are really good oils for that. But they're in the chat. So if you are missing one or two of those, awesome. If you're missing all of those, talk to us because we'll help you. We'll help you stock up.
Yeah, and I was going to say, I held up this roller. This is my well roller. So I literally put this on my feet every single day, and it's got majority of those oils in it. It's got lemon, frankincense, thieves, and oregano. And oregano definitely smells like pizza. So I put it on my feet because I don't want to smell like that every day. But it is so powerful, and this is like my first line of defense. Every morning I put it on, put my socks on. I work with kids, so I'm always getting sneezed on and coughed on and everything like that. So I put this on every single day, not just in the fall, and it's so nice to have something that I can just help my body out with. We're going to talk a little bit about if you are not a member, we would love to talk to you about that. We would love to help you out with that. This stuff, you guys, we are all so very passionate about helping people. And whoever invited you, like, I know them personally, and we're all just so passionate about genuinely helping people get rid of toxins, helping people stay above the wellness line. Yes, we all get sick sometimes, but we don't have to get sick quite as often. And yeah, we have these things, and we're like, we just have to share this with everybody. So a lot of times we'll talk about the starter kits. We have an essential oil starter kit, which has a lot of the oils that we've been talking about in. It's got 12 oils, a beautiful diffuser of your choice, and it comes with us. We're your community. We are amazing. We're the best part about the starter kit. I mean, kind of, but really. So yeah, the essential oil starter kit is awesome. It's got the Thieves oil in it. It's got freebies. It's got a couple packets of the Ningxia Red. It's got a couple, it's got a little mini Thieves hand sanitizer. It's got a lot of what we talked about, the Thieves spray too, which I don't know if we talked about this one. This one is so good for just spraying your phone and walking away. Like, it's not a cleaner, it's like a spray. It's got alcohol in it, so it's really good. But anyway.
Sorry, in the Thieves thing, I'm just now, I saw spray earlier and I was like, what? Thieves hand sanitizer and spray, but no. Oops.
This
Sorry,
is like
everybody.
one of the secrets. I have to tell everybody about this. And it's purse size. So it's like, spray your shopping cart before you go to Kroger. Like, spray the gas pump because that's gross. So yeah, that's our oil starter kit. Then we also have a Thieves starter kit, which has a ton of the Thieves products that we talked about. It's really great for ditching and switching a bunch of the toxic products that you have in your house. And it's actually a reduced price. So there's different price points on these starter kits. And yeah, the Thieves kit is a really great way to get started with young living and just Thieves, and again, ditching and switching toxic products. And then there's also a Ningxia Red starter kit too. So if you're like, I don't like oils, but I want to help my body and support myself, this is another really great way to get started too. And yeah, there's also a basic kit where you can kind of customize your kit. that's not always our favorite option because it can be a little bit more pricey just depending on what you get. So that's why we always talk about these three, the oils, the Thieves, and the Ningxia Red Kit. But that is an option too. But yeah, and your membership, it comes with us. Again, we have awesome resources. We have a Facebook group. We have an app that's free. We have literally so many resources. You're not going to get your kit and then not know what to do unless you really try hard at not doing any of that. But yeah, we have this really awesome supportive community. So and you also
Chelsea's
get
hyping us up right now.
what?
Chelsea's hyping us up right now. Thanks, Chelsea.
Yay. Oh, we love you, Chelsea. Yeah, and it's just awesome. And you get a 24% discount, which is awesome too. So
Unlike my dating life, we will not ghost you.
okay. So Sophie, bring us home.
Yes, so to end it, for those who are members right now, because I know a lot of you are members, not all of you, but I know several of you are, there are really awesome, they're called ER kits, but I like to call them bundles. So for anybody who is on Essential Rewards or maybe doesn't even know what Essential Rewards is, there is a monthly, basically, subscription plan that we have where you get points back for what you buy, but you also get free product based on what you buy, based on the amount that you spend, okay? Really great program, best bang for your buck, in my opinion. So whenever somebody's on a budget, I always kind of route them that way, and I would rather you build slowly and, you know, make sure that you're within your budget, but you're getting those points back and you're getting free products than to do like one massive order and then just kind of like peace out. So I highly recommend Essential Rewards. Well, Essential Rewards has some really cool stuff in it. One of them is they have like those bundles. So there is a Thieves ER kit and there's a Ningxia Red ER kit. So Natasha talked about how she started with the Ningxia Red kit itself, like the regular premium starter kit. But let's say, like, I know I started with the essential oil starter kit. Lindsay, I know, started with the essential oil starter kit. Maybe at some point she was like, you know what, I want to dive into Thieves, and I kind of would rather have like somebody else tell me what I need because I don't want to go and click on, you know, all the products and figure out what I want, whatever. It's all there for you and it's a really good price. So it's a reduced price because it is bundled together. So if you are already a member, you don't want to buy a starter kit, you know, that is one of those other two, but you do want to get started with one of those lines, that's a great way to do it. So if you're interested in being proactive, you know, this season, this journey season with everybody getting back together, school starting again, even if you don't have kids that are starting schools, a bunch of kids are starting schools and they're going home to their parents and those parents are going to be hanging out with you. So those germs are going to be all over their booger infested sweaters. Okay. So like you definitely want to make sure that you're building up that immune system. Okay. So that is all that we have, but this is a great time also. My kitten has decided that she needs to be in the frame. But this is a great question and answer time, Q&A time. So does anybody have any questions that they would like to drop? My helpers, did you guys see any, because I was not paying as much attention to the chat feature, did anybody see any questions or any tips and tricks that were dropped? But this is the time, so ask away. Once again, I'll stare you guys down.
I had one thing I wanted to add. I'm really big on making this work for everybody's budget because I'm on a budget with this. I don't have $5,000 every month. I would love to do that, but so I'm really big on making it work in a budget. And that's why I love Essential Rewards so much because you get points back to redeem on free products. So a lot of I always get Ningxia for free because that's what I use my points on. So that's one of the major perks about Essential Rewards. And I get to customize my box each month and keep it within whatever budget I set. And again, I said I was stocking up on a bunch of stuff for the fall, but I'm starting now and I'm doing it slowly each month, not placing this giant, overwhelming, big order that I'm not going to be able to do, you know, more than just once in my life, you know. So each month I'm adding on like a couple things that I want to have stocked up for the fall. And Hannah called me the DIY queen because I DIY everything. and I stretch just about every Thieves product because
What is that
I'm
kind
on
of
the
thing? It's
budget.
like, how far can I make this laundry detergent go?
Yeah, seriously. One container of laundry detergent has lasted me a long, long, long time.
Yeah, these products last so long sometimes, and I'm like, what? I have to buy another? And it's been like a year and a half.
Yeah, seriously. Seriously. So yeah, sorry, I took the first question, but does anybody else have any questions, or did we miss something that you're like, but you didn't talk about this, or anything?
Natasha said that she puts grapefruit or citrus fresh in her water every day. So that's a really good tip for if you're trying to get more water in your system. And also those oils are just really good for you. They're really good for you, like your metabolism and like things like I've heard they can help with hunger pains. I'm not always sure about that one, but metabolism is a hard one to rev. So that's really good. That's a good idea.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and Gentle Baby. I kept forgetting what that was called. That one's a really good one for sleep. Gentle Baby and Seedlings Calm are not just for babies because this girl uses them all the time. So, and then Chelsea, no, who said it? Christina said that she uses Stress Away, she paints or she crochets, and lots of yoga for stress relief.
Nicole, are you trying to talk? Yeah, Nicole's trying to talk. I saw her mouth moving and nothing coming out.
No, can't hear you.
I can't hear you. It's broken.
Oh, I missed Peggy posted that she does vitamin B too. That's another supplement that I literally will get out of my car and go back into my house and take. I will not miss that one because that's like the biggest energy boost of my life.
Yeah.
I do not forget that one.
Oh, we could hear you, Nicole. We could hear you
Yeah,
when
we
you
heard
unmute,
you.
but now you're muted
Okay.
again. Yes.
You guys heard Lindsay that time?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. She was trying to figure out why it wasn't working. Because we're on her laptop. Normally we're on mine, and mine works just fine. But I was saying the Vitality drops for water. I like those a lot. My mom gave me 2 of them, and I've been drinking them nonstop.
Yeah,
For
those
those
are
of you
Mom.
who don't know what the Vitality Drops are, if you've ever gotten those little, they're like this tall, and they're kind of like the Vizos or whatever, and they're just a little squirt, and it adds like the electrolytes and everything into your water. We have our own version of that. We have a bergamot and grapefruit one, and then we have a lemon and lavender one. They're both showing the bergamot and grapefruit one.
Yeah.
That's
A little squirt, and it'll last you forever.
I really actually like the grapefruit one, and I was surprised because I do not like grapefruit at all. Like, I cannot stand grapefruit or grapefruit juice, but that one is my favorite. I like it more than the lavender lemonade one, and I was really, really surprised because I love lavender and lemonade all the time, but for whatever reason, that grapefruit one is delicious.
Yep, I like grapefruit, but I do not like grapefruit essential oil in my water. It has never been my thing. Like, I don't know what it is. I'm just kind of like, eh. So that one I was not expecting to like more, but I did like that one more.
Natasha's asking about Zing, and it's got a very mild flavor, and it is carbonated, and it's in one of those skinnier cans. It's probably like 8 ounces. I'm not really sure, but I love it best with Ninja Red and also Nitro if it's in the afternoon and I want a boost, but just Ninja, or even put the Vitality Drops in there. And or even add the Vitality Drops to the Ninja and the Nitro with the Zing. It's really like a treat. It's my go-to over ice. Really good.
Hannah, what were you gonna say?
I was gonna say my soda obsessed Deanna loves Zing. Like she'll ask, is it okay if I add Zing to my order this month? Because like I do like our budgeting stuff for our orders and everything. I'm like, yeah, that's fine. You can order Zing. And she's like,
Well, and I'm gonna add. Okay, so my 12-year-old foster daughter is the Dr. Pepper obsessed human. I mean, like it's insane. She added Vitality Drops to club soda, and literally said to me that she liked it better than Dr. Pepper. And I was like, I didn't even pay you to say that to me. Like, that's a good ad.
The Angel sang, actually.
Yeah. I just went, are you kidding me? And she was like, no. So that would also be a good option if you already have the vitality drops to even try that. I love Zing. I think Zings are like God's gift to mankind. Like they're so good, but I can't always get them. So vitality drops are a little bit cheaper, and then club soda is like $1 for a whole like 2 liters. So
Or even if you have one of those soda maker things where
yeah,
you carbonate your own water. But again, to have them and to have them, to order them and to have them means that we dole them out sparingly.
yes,
They're a treat. They're we love to keep them on hand. But and then to know that you're having a carbonated drink that's not tearing you down, it's actually building you up, is phenomenal. But I was also going to say about the vitality drops, I carry one in my purse at all times. So when you go to a restaurant, I just saw before we came on here that they're recalling some citrus fruits right now because they've got listeria or something on them. A lot of times in restaurants, the wedges, the lemon or orange wedges, have something awful for you on them. And so having the vitality drops, I'd never have to take sweetener because it's sweet enough to sweeten my iced tea or water. Perfect. It's perfect for a restaurant. And we had some Sophie's friends in a family that came to our house a couple of weeks ago, and one of the oldest is about to go to college like this week and play soccer, and then his brother also is I think he plays soccer also, and they fell in love with them. And knowing they are not filled with dyes and they're not filled with sugar, but they have those electrolytes in them as well, which is really critical. And I don't know if y'all know this, but the rise in sports drinks where people are just chugging those things down is also the same rise in kidney stones. And
Yeah.
sorry, but Pepsi products also contribute. If you talk to any doctor that's dealing with kidney stones, they'll tell you, they'll ask, are you a Pepsi drinker? And I don't know why, but it has something to do with it. But certainly the sports drinks, people are overdoing it, and then they've also got a huge load of sugar in them and dyes.
and for those, if you deal with like head pains, tension, whatever word I'm allowed to say, then the electrolytes and the vitality drops are really great, and that's my struggle. So if I've been outside a lot and I'm drinking tons of water, like I'm hydrated and I'm still not feeling great, I'll add those in, and all of a sudden I'm fine. So that one's a really good side effect as well. But any other questions? Any other, what did you say, Lindsay?
Sorry, I was just going to add too, a lot of times, like, again, when we're not feeling well, we're told to drink lots of fluids, drink electrolytes. So this is a healthier alternative to those sports drinks because, like Peggy said, they have sugar and food coloring in them, and that is not helping you at all. So this has no sugar in it. It's got stevia in it, and it's got good electrolytes and essential oils in it, and it's so good. So yeah.
I know like a lot of times with electrolytes, the only like healthy way to get them is coconut water, which I think tastes like cardboard. So it's either that or it's the sports drinks. So now we have a actually good tasting and healthy for you option. So I would definitely recommend just having them, even if you're not going to use them all the time. And that way, you know, you have that in your arsenal, you know, for your toolkit. So any other questions? Any other thoughts? Awesome. I mean,
well, if you think of something, definitely reach out to the person that invited you. And yeah, we don't know all the answers, but we definitely have resources and people to ask and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, definitely reach out to the person that invited you. And thank you so much for joining us. It was so nice seeing everybody's faces.
Thanks, guys. This was really fun.
Bye.